Hey everyone, so I'm back, and I know in the other video I said that I was going to clean up the board and then get back to you, but I decided to uh, take a video of me cleaning up the board because this may be important to you. To me, it doesn't mean anything, but for somebody who is just doing this for the first time, it may be important to them. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tiny bit more flux on the pads. And then I'm going to take solder wick. This is the solder wick. I think it's a cheap kind. I wouldn't recommend this brand, but this is the only one I can get real quick, and it's very thin. It looks thick on camera, but it's very thin. I don't know how many millimeters it is, but I don't know. So just try to get the thinnest one if you're doing this kind of job. And what you want to do is you want to put it lined up like this with the pads, and make sure there's no solder on your solder gun because it'll soak into here. And again, be careful for those capacitors, okay, because they're very close. And don't put a lot of pressure, just a little pressure, and slide it. If you have to, bend it a little bit. Sometimes it's a little hard to make it stay at the end of the tip of the solder gun, but you'll get it. Just take your time. Like, see, now I got it. It's on there. It's holding good. So again, light pressure, and make sure you put flux gel. I know in my last video I made a mistake, and I said liquid flux. So remember, I removed the chip with flux gel. Now, it doesn't have to be 100%, but just enough that the chip, lays flat. So that should be good. Okay, so now clean all this gel up, flux gel. Sorry, but this is the boring part. Now, I just want to tell you, because I've seen some people do this before, never use any kind of cloth when you do, reballing or anything like that on BGA chips and stuff. Don't ever try to wipe the pads with any kind of cloth, because if the cloth catches to any of the resistors, capacitors, or whatever on the board, it'll rip them right off. Okay, and it'll probably rip the pads off. So I'm going to use a napkin, and I'm going to put alcohol, 91% alcohol. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but anyway, it's 91%. Anything less would be, kind of hard to get up that gel. So I'm gonna put a little bit on the board too. Just clean it up and just go real gentle. It'll come up. Really light pressure, especially around the pads. You never want to use any old flux gel. Make sure you always, put new on there. Okay, so that should be good. So let that dry a few seconds, and now we're gonna put flux gel back on the board. I'm not gonna put a lot, just enough to cover the pads. So here's our chip, which we're gonna put back on. Now this you may need the glasses for, I don't know. I think my eyes may be still pretty good, but I got the flux on there so it hides the pads a little bit. I'm gonna line it up. I'm gonna take probably that screwdriver I used to take it off with. And I'll push down on it a little bit. So right now I gotta stop this video because I have something very important to do, but I won't do anything without you. The chip, I'm going to solder it in while you're watching, but I'm going to end this video. Okay, so see you in the next video.